Hey everybody, hope your day's going well. We are back with a reaction. Johnny Cash, A Boy Named Sue, live at San Quentin in 1969. I believe San Quentin is a prison, right? I'm not from the US, but I do know certain things about the US because I watch a lot of American movies and shows, and I've also watched a few documentaries on San Quentin. But the song, people told me this is a storytelling song. The people that follow me know this. I love storytelling songs. I just love stories in general. I am a writer as well. And people say, you gotta check this one out. A Boy Named Sue. Let's check it out. The title alone.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to Ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen. Roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that gave me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I'd just hit town and my throat was dry. I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table, dealing stud, sat the dirty, mangy dog that named me Sue.
Damn. Yo, you could see it happening right in your mind's eye, and that's the stuff that I love, man. Come on, that's awesome. Yo, he named his boy Sue. That's all he left me. He left a bottle of booze and he left me and my mother, and he also left me with that name, and I had to grow up like quick and mean because people are teasing you, and you have to be like a mean badass to overcome that type of stuff, right? And you start to hate that name and the person who named you. So I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna walk into all the honky tonks and bars and just find this dude, and we're gonna see what happened. Tell him what I think, or maybe worse. And the people in the prison are having a ball there. I guess that's their entertainment. I love that. He's a performer for everybody. If you, and I don't know. I've seen the movie Walk the Line. Did he go to prison as well? It's been a long time, man. Joaquin Phoenix was amazing in that one. But yeah, if you know what it is to be an outcast, you can perform for everybody, man. I like that a lot.
Mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had.
Oh.
And I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold. And I said, my name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die. Yeah, that's what I told him.
Oh.
Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear.
Oh.
But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile.
Woo.
I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun. I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile. He said, son.
Yo, they've been tussling, biting each other, man. And this is in Gatlinburg. Is that Tennessee? Oh man, I could see it happening like a Western movie, just rolling out there, and just like, man, this guy's tough as nails, yo. Yeah, they're both tough. Oh.
This world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. And I know I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name, and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped to make you strong.
Oh, that's your excuse?
Yeah. He said, now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me, and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do.
Hey.
But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue. Yeah, well, what could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called him a pa and he called me a son, and I come away with a different point of view.
Wow.
And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any damn thing but Sue.
Dang. He still hated the name, man, even though he walked away with a different point of view. Like, damn, I'm not gonna name my kid, my son Sue. I'm gonna name him George or Bill. Damn, that was great, man. He said like the world is rough. I had to give you that name to toughen you up, you know, because I was gonna leave and bounce. So there was only one way to toughen you. Hey, come on, dude, you could have stayed there and be a father. Wow, yo, that's an incredible song, and he was also reading it, so it must have been very new. And I don't know when the song released. It must have been still very new. Maybe even the first time he performed it. Who knows? Maybe you do. Wow. I love that, man. And they enjoyed it too. Great stuff. I love the storytelling. And I need to check out more of Johnny Cash. Of course, I know his more popular songs, you know, Ring of Fire and all the songs that were in the movie, of course. And I know his cover of Hurt and stuff, but there's much more out there that I don't know. So I'll definitely be checking out more of Johnny Cash. Thanks for being here. Peace.